Hello all, and welcome to tonight's beer review. First one I'm recording in a while. I'm slowly uploading my backlog of the past few months onto YouTube. It just takes so damnably long to upload things. And while I'm uploading, I can't really do anything else online. So it's, it's just something I don't actually practice all that much. Anyways, what we will be reviewing tonight is something that's recently started distribution in Hawaii. There's a lot of new beers starting distribution in Hawaii. Craft beer is exploding in Hawaii. And so I will be reviewing the New Belgium's Fat Tire Amber Ale. Of course, this is one of the mainstays of craft brewing out of Colorado. It's been around for a very long time. It's very popular. And, it's their flagship. Like most flagships, not too out there. It's a good introduction. It's an amber ale. And at 5.3 ABV, it's not going to go and get you plastered. It's nicely drinkable. So let's read the label, shall we? Fat Tire Amber Ale perfectly balances biscuit-like malt flavors with hoppy freshness. Named in honor of a storied bike ride through Europe, Fat Tire cruises with Belgian imagination and inspiration. Oh, and it's 5.2 ABV. My bad. Well, Amber Ale really isn't a Belgian style. New Belgium does do a lot of Belgian styles, which is good, because I'd like to see, again, more experimentation that doesn't involve some iteration of either, another India Pale Ale or, a barrel-aged stout. Belgians, sours, are, what do you know? Even sessionable ales. They're not as easy as one would think. So, that ranting aside, let's get to it, shall we? Giving it a fairly vigorous pour so we can have a head. I found that it needs a fairly vigorous pour. Don't know why. Perfect amber color. I mean, pretty much the definition of amber right here. Very clear, nicely carbonated, with a sort of off-white to yellowish head. A lovely smell of nicely floral and earthy old world hops. Nicely biscuity, grainy smell to it. Just a very nice combo of it. Neither of them is really overtaking the other. Just in perfect balance there. Taste-wise, big biscuity up front. Slightly sweet, but mostly dry. Slightly sweet, but mostly dry. So there's just a hint of sweetness on the tongue there. Very much biscuity. Not much carbonation bite. Almost a slight honeyed aspect to the finish. Then comes in bittering in the finish. That sort of cleans the palate. Very old world. Nothing too piney here. Lots of earth, flowers, little bit of spice. The spicy aspect of the hops is more apparent in the front, as well as the bitterness. Though the bitterness does make itself clear in the finish. Still very clean. Very, very light very, very light hoppy bitterness to the finish. All in all, a very well-made, well-balanced ale. You're not going to be finding explosions of flavor here, but you're not supposed to be finding explosions of flavor in an amber ale. You're supposed to find something that's fairly close to form in regards to flavor and color, and is nicely and easily drinkable, both of which this beer is. If I had one complaint, though, just the one, it doesn't I don't know, maybe it might be my glass. I don't think so though. It doesn't seem to retain head that well. And as everyone knows, you kind of want some sort of head retention, at least over 10 to 20 minutes, so you can keep on getting that sort of aroma while you're drinking. It's very thirst quenching. And like I said, a perfectly balanced beer. I really do enjoy this. Why? Because this is a very standard style that's done extremely well. It's flagship beer that's not a pale ale or an IPA. They kind of, well, it sort of predates that sort of being the standard, but it kind of goes to show that they took on something a little bit more difficult at the beginning there. So this is definitely something that will go into regular rotation for me because, again, as I said before, I like these lighter sessionable things. I'm kind of getting beyond hop bombs, flavor bombs, and I'm just sort of looking for enjoyable things to drink now, especially in regards to beer. Why? Because I got enough whiskeys and liquors that are intense that, you know, I'm just looking for something that's enjoyable and easygoing. So Fat Tire, definitely an excellent beer. It is also something that is not very challenging to the palate. So this is something that non-craft beer drinkers could definitely be introduced to beer to. I would say it's a little bit better than Sam Adams' Boston Lager for that purpose, because I do think it is a little bit better than Sam Adams' Boston Lager. Though both of them are very good beers. It doesn't go and displace Anchor Steam in my heart, but I would say that Anchor Steam's is probably a little bit more challenging. It's not something that I would go and give someone who's just starting out with craft beer after drinking Bud Light all their days. So, Fat Tire Amber Ale from New Belgium. Go out and get yourself some. That's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers. Oh, P.S. Got something very interesting for the next review. Wait till you see it.